Hi, I'm Meem. Today we are going to learn about Python data types. In programming, data types is an important concept. Variables can store data of different types and different types can do different things. Python has some data types built in by default, and these are the built-in data types. Don't be afraid, you don't need to memorize this. By doing practice, one day we can remember all of this. To know the data types, we can use a function named type. The type function returns the type of specified object. For instance, we can write x equal 10. If we want to print this, we have to write print, then first bracket. Into the first bracket, we have to write this x. See, they are print this data types, but we don't know what type of data this is. To know the data type, we can write type function before the x variable, then print it. This is a int type data, that means integer. We can write this in another way, like we can write here y equal this type function here, type x, then print only the y. See, we can get the same output. We can comment this line using a hash sign. In Python 3, there is effectively no limit to how long an integer value can be. Of course, there is constraint by the amount of memory your system has, but beyond that, an integer can be as long as you need it to be. Like if we write x equal 1, 2, 4, as long as you want, and 1 to plus 1, then print x. Here, print the whole total value. If we want to check the type, we have to write print type of x. See, this is also an integer value. For more information on integer values with non-decimal bases can be used, like binary, octal, hexadecimal. Now we can write x equal 10.2, then print the type of x. This is a float. The float type in Python designed a floating point number. It is accurate up to 15 decimal point. That means you can write here 15 up to 15 decimal point. And if we write 10 plus 2j and print the type of x, that is a complex number. A complex number is specified as real part. Here 10 is the real part plus imaginary part into j. This 2 is imaginary part into j. This is a complex data type. If we write x equal a name with a quote, then look what will happen. This is a str. Str means string. In Python, we can use single, double, or triple quotes to define a string. Here we use single quote, but we can also use double quote. The answer will be same. Even if we use triple quote, the answer remains same. If we write more than one string with using comma and with a third bracket, then look what will happen. We can write team, comma, name, comma, and then print the type. This is a list. Python lists are similar to array in C or Java. However, the list can contain data of different types and the item sorted in the list. This is the item G, meem, and ion, which separated with comma and also enclosed within square bracket. If we change the square bracket with first bracket, then see what will happen. This is a tuple. So the difference between tuple and list is only the bracket? No, there is another difference between list and tuple. That is, a tuple is read-only data structure as we cannot modify the size and value of the items. But in the list, we can modify. This is an important differences with tuple and list. And now if we change it with the curly braces and put before the name 1, 2, and 3. This is a text, that means dictionary. Dictionary is an unordered set of a key-value pair of items. The items in the dictionary are separated with a comma and enclosed with curly braces. If you want to print the whole things, then we have to write print x. Sorry, there was a mistake. We use 1 2 times, so here they only print first item, not second item. Now if I want to print only gene or only meem, then we have to write print the variable. Here the variable is x, and with the third bracket, here the value. If I want to print gem, then I have to write 1. If I want to print meem, I have to write 2. So if I want to print gem, I'm going to write 1. Okay, print gem. If I write here create, then it will print ion. Now if I want to write the keys like 1 2 3, then I can use a function named keys, like print our variable name x dot the function name keys with a first bracket. Here the keys are 1 2 3, and if I want to print the values like gem and meem, then we can write print x dot values with the first bracket. Okay, here is gem, meem, and ion. Okay, now we are switching in another data types. If we write x equal true and going to print it, print the type of x. Okay, this is a bool, means boolean. Python 3 provides a boolean data type that have one of two values, true or false. If we write here false, instead of true, that is also a boolean. We can also convert the data from one type to another. Like we have integer x equal 10, then print x. This is an integer. If you want to convert it to the floating point number, then we can write y equal float of x, then print y and print x of y. So our integer is converted to the floating point number. I hope you all understand that Python data types topic. Thank you.